And we're going to go straight into it. So, can we have a little bit of a round of applause for the first person out? It is Jordan, the Welsh Wizard, Sheffield! And now we have Craig, the money-making Lakin! Thank you very much.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, this is welcome to 8 Ball TV. My name is Jenks and I am joined by the one and only Seb Webb in the commentary box.
The most electrifying man in all of 8 Ball pool. Good to be here, chaps.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
Just give this a share for you lads. Come on, if you're out there, lads, get this share. I know there's some big money matches on tonight, but they've never seen an event like this before, so get a share, lads, and hopefully we get the numbers it deserves. And what a way to start the evening tonight. What's this? Oh, I wonder what that means. I'm just looking around the arena at some of these name cards. There's one GOYF. What does that mean?
Go on your something.
I'm not sure.
I think it must be. Go on your fudger.
Oh yeah, but that'd be for Dunster.
Yeah.
Said what time your match? I'm guessing about 9 o'clock. But as you can see, people, the clock is running. It's a race to 5. There's only 30 minutes on the clock, and these are clock in the arena. You only got 30 seconds per shot, people. So there's no time to hang about. You need to map your finish pretty quick.
This should be I'd love to see your heat map today on this table, Seb.
It won't be that good, mate. Now I'm using this town chalk. I'm a different player. I don't know what I think of this. I thought there were going to be music blurting out. Seems a bit quiet.
No, we can't. Facebook will chuck us off with the music. So we need a bit of crowd participation in this one today. So Shep is having a little swag around the table.
Yeah, it's not an easy finish though, this. It's not an easy finish by any stretch.
Like
but you know this shot clock, you feel like you've got to go for game. And what I will say is this is the table that I lost to George Tierney on.
Oh, really?
It looks like it's got the same cushions on. Horrendous cushions. It might not have, I might be wrong, I don't know. I'm just going by that shot that Sheffield played there.
If you have a little look at the overhead cam here, so you might just get a better view of things. Yeah, he's got his work out this.
He's got to play double here, but he's got to play this with a lot of pace, so he's putting it down the rail.
He's putting it down the rail.
Oh! In cricket, that's known as a wide.
Yeah.
He's not happy. The Shep dog is not happy.
No. He looks,
the thing is, with such a short race, you get that first frame up board that you'll be absolutely over the moon. Yeah, just looking at some of the crowds. This is a load of balls. On the sides up there. See, the cushions are dead.
Apparently so. I didn't think they were too bad earlier. Matt Lawrence and that too.
These are
be stripped up 3-0 by my good self.
I won't be surprised if these were the same rails that I played George on. Obviously, everything's here to favour the big dog, Mr. Tierney.
Well,
I mean, I've seen him smooching about with a couple of 9 out of 10s.
I tell you what, the one last night, young Stella.
I can't see no comments out from people at chat box at the minute. Oh, we're not doing it. we're not doing comments in chat box, so lads, I can't answer any questions if you've got about the event or like that. All I can say is it's 30 minutes per match, race to 5. I'm on last. The next match, I believe, is Ben Davis and Simon Fitzsimmons. I might be wrong. Probably just it's either that or Matt Lawrenson against Liam Dunster. But I know that I'm the last match on. So stick around for that one, people. I know.
So, little dislodge here, Seb.
Well, yeah, it's not a little one. This will be played at pace. This will. He's not come out well at all. Why do you know something?
I'll tell you what, he's absolutely.
He can take it down rail, can't he?
Bottom left corner. Just leave yourself straightish on the one to the middle.
Just tap it through about 4 inches here.
You don't know what 4 inches is.
He's let that go too far, mate. He's let it go too far. No, this is not easy, is it?
I say he buries it.
It's not easy to get on black either.
I trust this guy.
If you run it in with running side, do you cannot black out? No.
Not on these tables. That doesn't take.
The crowd have woke up.
So, Lakin's looking a bit perturbed. He looks like.
I know that obviously it's a quick format event, but there's a lot of pressure on these lads in the.
Oh, what has he done?
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of pressure.
There's been a murder.
I was just saying it there that there's so much pressure on these lads in these first matches on this table.
That is the biggest robbery since Tunbridge Wells.
There's going to be a massive cheer if this goes in.
Oh.
And there we go. And does the clock still keep ticking while the ref's racking the balls?
I think Shep has left the venue. Oh no, he's back.
Does the clock keep ticking, does it?
Yeah, it keeps ticking, mate.
Oh wow, the ref's got to be on his money then, eh? He's got to be on it. He can't be no slacking about.
Well, Lakin gave Sheppy a little look there as if to say, you're a bit of a clown for missing that.
Yeah,
and I'll promise you.
Do you know something? It just puts him under even more pressure now. Because it's not that he's got to get in front, he's got to get that level. If Lakin starts slowing clock down a little bit, which I'm really certain is going to come into stage, he's going to come into play at some stage tonight.
Oh, Lakin's trying to cheer up the crowd here.
He's trying to get the crowd on his side, isn't it? It's not helped him make a ball on that break. I'm just reading move the white panty.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's all about.
It's that's one of Lakin's mates, the panty from Derby. He's come up to support him tonight. Shout out to Philip Walton. Oh, stop it. Oh my days, who's put that there? Vibing time. Jack Neal on tour. Yes, my man Jack. He's a good lad, Jack is. Oh.
Well.
It's still a free table, I do believe. Is it? After that shot? Or did I miss first shot? He put on a yellow.
He doesn't miss these from
right,
surely.
He's on yellows then, isn't he? He'll just flip black away here to make it go. Yeah, that's it. Just to make the black potable. But he's landed a bit straight. And do you know something? He's going to have a big shot next shot. He's going to have a really big shot. And he's not going to fancy it after that ball.
How's he playing it? Plenty of pace, screw it back.
No, he's just got to stop White and he's got to leave his centre a really tough shot.
And punch this White out.
No, definitely not.
I said the screw.
Oh, what's he done? He's snookered himself. Oh, has he just
no, he's enough. He's enough.
Yeah,
overhead cam.
I think he can get the outside yellow, can't he?
He's on this.
He can just get the outside yellow. You were down line of that, Jenks. You must be able to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's just on the outside one.
In fact, he can see both.
Oh, can he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's happy days then, isn't he? He looks a little bit nervy, doesn't he?
Now, just got minders working. Nothing stupid on the last couple of balls.
Now, just a dry break from Lakin. And 22 minutes 47 on the clock. It's going to be one frame apiece.
Yeah, a little response there from
the Welsh wizard.
Sheppy missing that silly shot.
Yeah, first frame is always going to be a little bit of nerves involved, especially in this format. So,
like he just down in a pint of snake bite, folled by an absinthe, just to get himself. He's an absolute animal.
Just trying to settle into the surroundings.
Well,
yeah, we're just going to have a look at the stats here. As you can see, Lakin just a dry break there, and Sheppard just mopped him up in no time at all. George Tierney just chirped over and said something there. I didn't quite catch what he said.
I don't understand
Well,
what
it's I'm frightened to death or something.
I don't know.
It was something along them lines. He's actually using my cue tonight, gents. I've lent him my cue to use for the event because he's lost his cue on. He's lost his cue on the plane.
I think he's looking a bit disappointed actually.
I don't think he realises he's potted a ball.
His little lady friend
He's potted a ball. What's going off? He's made a ball off the break. Why is he carrying on?
The red went down. Everybody's having a nightmare here.
Now Sheppard's trying to ask for an extension, the donkey. There's no extensions. Get on with it. 5, 4.
So what's happened with the?
Obviously, Sheppard's thinking he's blocked dry, but he's actually put the ball on the break. And then he started asking for an extension.
You don't get no favours in this game.
I need to know what that means over there. GOYF.
It means go on, you fudger.
No, listen. There's a woman holding the sign up. It can't mean what we mean.
She looks like a swearer. I'm telling you.
She's pointing over at us now.
Hang on. You hold one up to her with GYTO on it.
Hey, come on, these are VIP customers. Oh, Lakin got robbed. Oh, what's this mean then?
Lakin got robbed.
Wow. Lakin's looking. I don't know why, because Sheppard made a ball, didn't he? Ooh.
Well.
Could we see the first fudge frame of the night, or is Lakin going to go to town on these?
This is going to be some clearance to
Yeah, it's actually alright, that. There's a bit of mind games going off here. Right, son.
Well.
There's a sign in the crowd, Bill, saying where's the cue ball going. I believe it's to my right.
You have to say that's unlucky.
Yeah, obviously he's got no control of the white ball there. It's just bang luck that, and obviously he's had a little bit of bad luck. Somebody's just shouting in the crowd, is it the red first? Looks like he's going to go 2-1 ahead here, and we've been playing for just under 11 minutes time. It might, it's gone a bit far there. Could attempt a skill shot this in. Probably will do, to be honest. Yeah, he has. It was just the easiest way to play it, to be honest. And that's 2-1 to Mr. Sheppard.
Score prediction, Seb?
I don't think you can predict alt in this. It's too unpredictable. Anything goes, doesn't it? Anybody can beat anybody, I do believe. A lot of people saying I'm an absolute certainty against George, but in a race to 5, any player in this field can beat any other player.
I think George turns on the old destroy mode. I think it's 5-0, mate.
All I'm going to say is I've been playing very well, so let's see how it goes.
But without his own cues, a different story.
Well, obviously.
You had a little side bet with him?
No, he won't have a side bet. Here we go again. It's Mr. Lakin to break. You don't want to come dry again.
We've got 18 minutes left for the match.
And here we go. He's not putting full power into that. Ball just like a little tap.
Yeah, but I think that's the weight he's lost. I don't think he's got it in him anymore.
Maybe so.
You know, you've got to remember, it's bad time. He's homeless at the moment. I saw him outside Tesco Express with his dog and a little blanket the other day.
I'm just having a look at what viewers we got here, Jacob. Where can we see viewers, pal? To see how many people have got tuned in. I know there's some big matches on tonight around the country. A couple in Ireland. I know there's one in England at Pontefract.
Jamie Simmons is playing the money match.
Yeah,
tonight as well,
Simo's playing Sillet.
he was 10-9 down last time I heard.
So there's quite a lot of money matches, and there's quite a few events today. There's one at Murphy's. They've got the EBPF event. All Websters have gone to apart from me, so there's quite. I know that Southern Tour, there's Northern Tour. I've never known a Saturday with as much pull on in my life. I mean,
this is the place to be at.
Obviously, yeah, but it's just a shame that there's so much pull going off on this day. 'Cause it could be affecting viewers. Do you know what I mean? I expect Shepherd to get these, to be honest.
Well, he's starting to.
I'll tell you what trouble is here. It's when he plays his shot off this side cush. I don't think he's going to get the reaction that he's hoping he's going to get. Just with slide off these cushions. Oh, do you know something? He couldn't have played it any better, could he?
Yeah.
He didn't even slide, it just pinged for him beautifully. And I think in this format, if you get too clear, I think you're pretty much done and dusted.
I think so. First to 5, it's. I think even I'd have a chance against you, first to 5.
Anybody's got a chance against anybody, mate, in my opinion. Obviously, it's going to be tough for Lakin now. He's got a lot of work on. By the time referee sets these balls up, I do believe we're going to be down at 15 minutes.
15 minutes, halfway stage.
So then it's going to be 20 seconds. It's going to be fun to see. It's not going to affect these players too much. It's going to be fun to see how it affects certain players like Liam Dunster, George Tierney.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really used to playing in that such short space of time.
No, not at all.
Whereas, like these two, we tend to be coming to play one bit, I don't think.
Simon Fitzsimmons, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen much of his game, to be honest. Is he a
I'm just having a look there.
fairly quick player, or?
My cue is also in Ireland. Where's the cue ball going? Oh!
Well, I was just about to say, if Craig can snatch these next couple of frames... And
Well, listen, this is exactly what I needed.
And drag the time out a little bit.
20-second shot clock in operation is just announced it. The STRN man himself, Mr. Zach Leonard.
So he can rattle off a couple of frames here, get us back to 3-all.
I think he's not going to have no trouble getting these.
And go 4-3 up with the clock running down.
He's not going to have no trouble getting these whatsoever. Oh, is he using the towel chalk? He's just got a kick. Oh God, he's actually still all right though, isn't he? No, he's not now.
Not now. He's going to have to play it off.
No, he's not. He can still pot it. He can come off 2 cushions here. And just try and kiss red.
Would he play it off the yellow?
No, he just try and kiss red. Now he's got too much on it.
I think you had to try and kick the yellow.
Wow. I think it all comes down to that kick, doesn't it? Can I get it tight? Oh, he's made a good job.
Yeah,
Has he got it tight?
Clever shot from Craig.
If he's got it tight, he hasn't got long to think about it, you see. So he could make a mistake here. Could make a mistake. He's going to hit it hard and try and get lucky. That's all he can do. Has he got the look? He hasn't, he's left it.
Not really.
Oh, he's left it
Bit
bridging.
of awkward queuing.
Mind you, that red's coming in a lovely position now.
Any shot on this, he's on the black.
Yeah, because the red's there to stop the white. Just concentrate on the pot. Oh, he's missed it again. Yeah. I think that is the end of the end.
This is game over.
Yeah. Obviously, if he potted that, he couldn't fail to be up black. What we like, Jacob, with these viewers, mate? Where can we see what viewers we've got? We need to tell these people, whoever they are, just to get a quick share.
Well,
the town shootout is in full operation. Where we've got 725 at minute. Wait, listen.
He's going for these, Seb, with the red where it is? Or he's just playing a tuck-up, surely?
If I know Sheppy, he'll make sure he gets that money in that tin. Yeah, so if there's any risk at all, he will pull out. He'll not go for it. You know, first match is a big match to all players because it's a big jump. Do you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're getting paid for. Obviously, every player's on a little bit of money, but it doubles after this first match. So
yeah.
That's why if it's like he's dropped into a bit of bother here, so I just think he'll make sure he'll not take no chances.
I'll just as percentages, just to snatch this frame. I'd have played the snooker a lot earlier, Seb.
I don't know how this show's left this. He's
left it cushioned first.
He's got to play it with pace though. A bit of side, a bit of pace. Yeah, and that's it.
He's played the wrong shot when he had the red at the top right bag. Should have laid the snooker then. And he's gifted.
Oh, Mr. Lakin,
Lakin getting a bit excited.
It's all kicking off here in Manchester.
Lakin's won a frame.
The crowd are getting involved.
Didn't realise I had any fans, to be honest.
I'll tell you what would be perfect. In between frames, if they had that music on, what they have on at darts, Daft Punk. Do you know what I'm on, don't you?
Yeah.
I think that'd be perfect. Get the crowd proper pumping up. It's Lakin to break his block. He has blocked dry, I do believe, both times. So let's see what happens here. Just got down and hit him again. No hammer, no nothing. He's better ball. He's better ball.
Well, at least he's noticed he's made a ball.
Wow. The clock is ticking.
Oh, Craig.
He's got a great chance here, you know. He's only got the black to think about, really. The black's a really awkward ball.
The thing is with this, on a 30-second shot clock, it just doesn't affect Craig's game at all.
No. I don't know why he's looking at that for. He can just stunt this into a couple of inches over to the right. And he's on that middle pocket. He's just going to start thinking about how he's going to go on black.
Well, he's going to come around the back of it off the one in the top corner.
He can't play to move it. He's just going to play on it.
He'll play it to get on it to the middle, I'd imagine.
I'm thinking he'll probably try and put it in the same corner as this yellow. He'll probably try and put it in. He can't play to move it, sure. Just same pocket, I reckon, yeah. That's what he's done.
Oh, yeah, good shot.
He's absolutely perfect, I will believe here. Just off straight, I think. And is it third piece coming in? It is.
Aye.
Could we? 9 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock.
Now tactics could come into this.
The person that wins the next frame will definitely see some tactics, in my opinion.
Yeah.
9 minutes 30, yeah, Jacob. Just pointing it out. I just said it like 10 seconds earlier, Jacob.
I mean, it's unlikely that
point it out again at 9 minutes 20, please, Jacob.
It's unlikely that this frame's going to take 9 minutes, but if it happens to be a safety game, and you could time your clearance towards the end of the 9 minutes, just so they haven't got a chance last frame.
Let's see what happens here. Will he recognise himself potting a ball? Has he recognised it?
He probably hasn't seen it.
Hang on, 5 people. Yeah, it's going back to the table, he knows.
Oh, yeah, he knows.
He's got a great chance here, to be fair. The clock is ticking now, he needs to get on with it. He's taking reds. He hasn't really got one bad red, he's only got the red in bulk, obviously. If that's straight, he'll just chop it through. He'll just pinch a bit of pocket. Yeah, that's what he's done. He's pinched that much, he's angled himself.
Whoa. I think he's got away with that, Sebastian.
Yeah, he wanted to pinch more, but obviously he's from Wales. You can't pinch that much and get away with it over there.
I'll tell you what. Oh, look at this. He's left the gap for the yellow up the rail as well.
Yeah, but this is not an easy finish by any stretch because...
it is, Seb.
It is?
It is. It's an absolute gimme.
This first shot's a tough shot, this first one. He's missed it.
No. This yellow up the rail, look. Red out the way. See you later, baby.
I think yeah, but he's still got another tough yellow.
He's going to make it.
There's nothing easy about this, I'm telling you now. He loves this. He's up in the pocket, but it's still not easy. He's got to get on this yellow. Really down here. It only goes into the bottom right pocket, I do believe. I wonder if he'll drag into it now. Oh, will he play it up? Ooh, he's got to get the gap between the reds. He's got to get this gap between these two reds. It didn't actually go, it does not go. Jacob's just pointed it out to me now, Jacob, sorry. He needs to cannon it. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got the cannon. What a chance to go 4-3 ahead.
Well, this is a big shot.
It looks pretty easy looking at the table there to me, James. Oh!
I told you, you got 100%. You got to be on it, man.
Yeah, but I just looked at the table then. I don't think you could miss that. And he has. Obviously, playing so quick, you can miss hold, but...
I think he tried to get the white too far out.
Yeah, agreed. Chappie won't mess up again. He's messed up already. It's gone too far. It's still kind of... Yeah, he's actually alright here. Might just count the yellow. And he's going to get 4-3 ahead here.
It slipped away.
But there's still time, isn't there? But just looking at the clock, there's still 6 minutes 36.
There have been a couple of little bit mistakes playing at this pace.
So obviously Lakin needs the last 2 frames. That's 3 minutes per frame. Can it be done? You would have to say it can be done. If it goes 4 apiece, we will have a black ball shootout if the frame isn't finished. This looks a bit straight, so I'm guessing he's just going to pull white back and play it long. It's gone quiet in the arena, people. It's gone quiet in the arena. This is
a big shot. This is 100%. 100%.
There's some pressure. This is not easy.
There's a little chicken wing going to come
I
out.
won't take time in this arena because you'll get hammered by a crowd. Oh, he got a kick. Was it a kick? Did he get a kick?
I don't think so. I was right behind it.
I'll just ask Sheppy now.
No.
He didn't get a kick, people. It's just my eyes deceiving me.
I was right behind it.
Yeah. That's all you town people out there. There's no kicks on this table with this joke. If you need the products, you contact Mr. Zach Leonard or Mr. Will Caldwell, or just contact me and I'll knock you some stuff out. I've got some tips for sale. It's lit.
Oh dear.
That's pretty much game over, isn't it?
That is curtains. Look at these
it's
yellows,
not just with
man.
time that we're thinking.
Look at these yellows.
Because if Jordan gets to 5, that's it, game over.
Yeah.
As you can see, Craig's had 2 dry breaks and 1 foul break, so it's not exactly the breaking that you need in an event like this. Zach's just caught. Boo. George is just asking, who's on next in commentary, Jenks? Have we got?
Yeah, me and George.
You and Mr. Tierney?
Yeah.
So, people, if you want to tune in and listen to the big dog,
I'm having
the real number 1.
I'm having Craig Lakin with me to commentate on your match.
Yeah, and you probably get Sheppy in at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe for Ben Davis match. You're going to try and get all players in, I'm guessing, at some point. At some stage or another.
Yeah, need all lighting.
So stay tuned, people, if you're waiting for somebody that you want to listen to. Obviously, I'm going to be on table most at night because I do plan on winning this event.
And taking home the bacon.
Listen, believe, there's no tough seeing this first match to scare me. These two don't look as natural as what I thought they would. I'm more like the Roadrunner, these are more like the Tortoise. So, yeah, this is for the match, Jenks. The time's actually irrelevant now. Jordan's going to claim a 5-3 win, and he's just said to Craig, give it the pocket.
I'll tell you what, that was some pot.
Oh my days.
That was some pot.
I bet the Calcutta boys are pissing about that. Oh God.
How much did Craig go for? 25 sheets, was it?
It was a few quid, but you know what haters are like on Facebook, don't you? They're going to say that Sheppy could have miscued her out.
Yeah, they're probably saying.
Oh, listen,
they're probably saying Lakin through it.
Listen, the man who bought Craig's actually in the audience, Mr. David Glynn, Jarrow NRC Centre. He'll not get too much. He'll not match for him, doesn't he? So. Right, the big dog's going to jump in now.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure, Seb. Thank you very much.
I might be back later on, people, who knows, but like I say, I will be playing most at night, so I will take this event down. So yeah, I've been Seb Webb, you've been fantastic.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is that better?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me, guys? Perfect.
Rick.
We're just going to let Jade interview the winner.
So a big congratulations is in order. So how do you feel it went?
I think Craig's rubbish was a pretty easy game.
So you think you cued well today?
No, I played okay. Yeah, I played okay.
No, you did well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good laugh.
Good crowd in here as well?
Yeah, brilliant crowd. Pressure's quite intense.
It is. How do you feel about the shootout? Does it put you under pressure? Or?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Does it?
Can't help being a chubby lad.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Hey, like my nan said, I'd rather die full than die empty.
Correct,
That's
yeah.
the main thing. So do you think you can win this tournament?
I hope so.
I think he's got a good chance, guys. So everyone keep watching and everyone give a good round of applause.
Thank you.
For Welsh boy.
Thank you, great talent.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Town Shootout. We are now got the first one of our semi-finals. So without further ado, from Dublin, here comes the real number one. His name is George Tierney. So George, you've made it through the semi. You literally hardly missed a ball, hardly lost a frame. How have you done it?
I'm the real number one. I keep telling everybody, they don't believe me. I'm the real number one.
So hold on, if you're the real number one of Ireland or the real number one of the world,
Yeah.
who in Ireland would be like, I don't know, the real number 2, 3, 4?
It's kind of tough. When you go down below me, there's a few kind of in around the same level. There'll be Ronan McCarthy, Carlo Donoghue, fellas like that. They'll be number 2 and 3. It's hard to say which one is 2, you know?
It must be tough, it must be tough.
Yeah.
And maybe Tiny Doherty will be at home now. How do you think he's feeling?
Oh, good. He's probably crying. He's sitting at home watching this while I'm here strutting his stuff, you know?
This is why you're paid the big money. Give me a big round of applause for George Tierney. And out for the second one of the second finalists, semi-finalists. He's from Doncaster. His name is Jordan, the Wizard Shepherd. Look, he's still in the way of the camera. Look, he loves it. He just loves the camera, George does. What are you going to do in this match to George?
Probably destroy him, but we'll see.
Do you reckon he'll even get one frame?
Hopefully not.
And do you want to give a little shout out again to your boy?
Yeah, my little lad, I think he's still awake. Hopefully he's still awake.
How old is he?
5.
And his name?
David.
Let's give it up for David and to Jordan Shepherd. Good luck, boys.
So our first semi-final, and very confident words from both men. It's Ireland versus Wales. George Tierney, self-proclaimed real number one, versus Jordan Shepherd. And no disrespect meant to Chris Hampson or Steve Wall for George Tierney. This is a step up in class. Both Chris and Steve are fantastic players, but Jordan Shepherd, you have one of the very best players in the world. And George Tierney is going to have to really play his very best if he wants to compete in this match, because this is a format that is absolutely perfect for Jordan Shepherd. He excels when he's in this sort of environment. All his skills come out and he absolutely loves it. I think it's fair to say that Jordan Shepherd's had the tougher route so far, beating Chris Melling and Craig Marsh, two of the favourites for the tournament, 5-3 and 5-2, and George Tierney with 5-1 and 5-0 victories over Chris Hampson and Steve Wall. Now it is George Tierney to break, having won the lag, and just doesn't catch his break at all. And this is the last thing he's going to want. Wanted to start his first couple of matches with big breaks and was able to find finishes. This time, just not a good break at all, and neither player will want this. Well, this is a 30 30-minute match. 30 seconds on the shot clock, cutting down to 20 seconds after 15 minutes. This is the sort of break that can lead to 30-minute frames, let alone 30-minute matches. Well, George Shepherd has an opportunity to open this bunch up. He's got a yellow, he can cut this yellow back to the bottom right, fly into the pack, and see what his split's like. Well, he's made the pot, got all the balls moving, but they've all come back together, and there is no finish on. The only yellow he can see is at the top end of the table. Not a lot he can do with it. I say not a lot he can do with it. He's made an unbelievable pot down the rail. But for the nudge on the middle pocket, he would have been going close to catching the pack as well. Great effort. How aggressive does George Tierney want to be? It's not too bad a split for him. He just has that one red on the left-hand side that's in amongst those three yellows. It's only ball he has to work out. All the others do have a pocket. He's got an angle now, take the red to the bottom right, he can then get into that cluster. He has managed to open it up, but he hasn't landed on his next ball. Under time pressure, ran out of ideas and ended up just potting the ball, but no positional play off that shot whatsoever. And not the best safety shot. Well, he wasn't trying a safety shot, he was trying to make that somehow, somewhere, and then he was going to be on the red as a double as his last ball. I think a safety option was probably a wiser choice, because these yellows from the top end of the table wouldn't have been any good for Jordan Shepherd, but leaving the white where he did makes it easy, well, not easy, but gave him an opportunity to go for a finish. And in the 8 ball goes. And Jordan Shepherd goes 1-0 in front. And perhaps gifted that one a little bit too easily by George Tierney. Once he didn't land on his ball, 3 balls out, he should have found a way of probably coming up with a safety shot of some sort. Chose to chase a finish that wasn't there at all, and just gifted the opportunity to Jordan. And he said thank you very much. and he is up and running in this semi-final. A big break, but a dry break. Well, George Tierney has immediately got an opportunity to respond to the mistake he made in the previous frame and get himself going. Immediately loses the white. Lucky not to go in off. I think he's still okay in terms of he's got a shot to the left centre. He can still snick that red in. Question is, does the red next to the black now go, or is the black being nudged to block it? I think the black is blocking the red, and that will cause George a headache. Well, that's not a good nudge. Needed a fuller contact on that yellow. Can't see enough of the red in the centre of the table to pot it. I think he can see the red nearest the black, but I'm not sure even if that pots anyway. So choosing just to pull back and block up the pocket, try and stop Jordan Shepherd from having a finish on. Jordan not worried about looking for a finish just yet, knows that there are no attacking options for, or very limited attacking options for George Tierney. To be honest, that was a pretty careless shot from Jordan Shepherd. I assumed because of the way he played his shot that red didn't go to the corner. But having left that red to the corner the way he did, he's very lucky that George Tierney's missed that pot, because that was a good opportunity to win the frame, because he had the perfect angle to cannon into the black. That's a decent shot from Jordan. Takes the pocket, blocks off a lot of options for George. It's a really good opener from Jordan Shepherd. The yellow on the right-hand side nearest the centre pocket needs to work that ball out. Don't think it goes past the red to the bottom corner, even once the yellow's out the way. Is he just nudging it open for a double? I think so. He stopped in his tracks a little bit. He was worried that the red he cannoned into was going to sit on the black and make that a problem, but I think there's just enough room, so no real issues. Well, Jordan Shepherd had majority of the table to land the white in to have a good chance to win the frame. And he's put it in a one place where there's nothing he can do. So for George Tierney, the red to the bottom nearest the black doesn't go past it. Can he play the other red off the black to open things up? No. That's what he attempted though. Played for it for the middle pocket, but it's landed straight to the corner. No problems at all. Took a couple of bites at the cherry, but Jordan Shepherd gets there, wins the frame, moves 2-0 ahead in this Atherton Shootout semi-final here in Wigan. George Tierney will be frustrated because he's had chances. Had a good couple of chances in that frame. Lost the white early, had first opportunity. And then when that bad error from Jordan Shepherd came along, he wasn't able to jump on it. Difficult shot, trying to play the red down the rail off the black to open things up. He'll be annoyed not to make it. Looks like he tried to get a bit of frustration out in that shot. Really crunching break, as big as he's hit the whole day. Makes a ball. It's a nice big split. Good chance. Nicely controlled shot. Lands on this red on the rail, which is his hardest ball. Drops that one in nicely. Just needs to be careful now. All the reds are in really nice positions. Just needs to make his mind up which ball he's going to leave for his ball onto the black, because the black doesn't go to the bottom right, only goes to the bottom left. Looks to have left a lovely angle just to use the side cushion, avoid the yellows. And in goes the 8-ball. George Tierney is up and running in this match. Cuts his deficit to 2-1 with a break and dish. And to say, it was a very good break and dish. Big break, good pot down the rail, and then very good close control thereafter. Jordan Shepherd with a big break of his own. A decent split, but not great. Black's gone to a horrible position and a big cluster of balls to the bottom left, which may be solvable. I think he could open it up with a plant on reds. It's a tricky plant on reds. Might be easier to just play in that area and try and open it up a bit more. Or more wisely, and you can play safety shots as good as that, it's the safety option. He has the total snooker. Made his reds in that bottom left-hand corner a lot better, regardless of what George does. George just trying to get that yellow away from that pocket and sort of say, over to you, Jordan, can you clear him up? Dangerous game to play. Jordan's hardest ball on the table is the black. I didn't expect him to miss that one though. Slightly more work for George Tierney then. The black's still a problem. 2 balls on rails to work out, but definitely a chance. Jordan Shepherd, who gets another opportunity in this frame, needs to make a decision. Which way does he play the black? Does he just play the black, float up and leave himself a double? It's in a really nice position for a double. Anywhere sort of level with it, just past it, just short of it. Got a decent margin of error to play on it. Or does he try and back himself to get on it down the rail? The reason I think the double's favourite is simply because of those 2 yellows on the right-hand side. They sort of block the path for the white and can make it awkward to be on it down the rail. And Jordan agrees, although he's come up a little bit short on this double. Would have loved the white to be almost level with the centre pocket, a little bit higher. But still makes no mistake. Really well controlled double. Would have loved to have been an extra few rolls up the table just to make it easier, but from where he was, made no mistake, moves himself 3-1 ahead, and it's another frame that George Tierney's had opportunities in and missed. Both players missed bad balls in that frame. Another big break from George Tierney. Giving himself another opportunity for a break and dish. Oh, the misses are starting to creep in. We're into a 20-second shot clock. Final 10 minutes now. And the pressure out there being a semi-final, and I've seen a few misses from both players. Oh, Jordan Shepherd, he needs to cannon into those 2 reds at the top of the table if he wants to go for a finish here, that neither of them go. Was attempting to there. Caught the yellow, not the reds. Wasn't a big target because of that yellow. May well look for a safety shot here. The reason I say that, he could keep things quite tight, just had to block the yellow to the bottom right, and knew he could develop his 2 worst balls in the process. Decent shot, potting that from using the cushion first, but when you have to do that, it takes some of the control of the shot away. Oh, George was just trying to float that up, and yes, he was trying to pot it, but he would have been happy to take the pocket. Didn't manage to do so. The only thing he did do was he nudged the red towards the left-hand side rail, which means Jordan was trying to nudge it out on that previous shot, didn't manage to do so, and now it looks like he's just backing himself to make a double. And in goes the 8 ball, and Jordan Shepherd moves 4-1 ahead and looks certain to have booked his place in the final of this town shootout. 4-1 ahead, about 7 or 8 minutes left. So much work for George Tierney to do. Jordan Shepherd so relaxed, he's happy to sign some autographs and interact with the crowd. Dry break from Jordan Shepherd, but a poor split, and he won't be too disappointed with that, because it's very hard for George to find a finish here, although he comes up with a brilliant first shot to give himself half a chance. And when you're 4-1 down with just over 6 minutes on the clock, you don't have any choice but to try and come up with something quickly. Another good opportunity for George when you feel he has to take with that match clock really running it away from him. Not ideal from George Tierney. Has to avoid some traffic in the middle of the table. Quite thin on this red to the top left. Wanted to be almost an extra foot down the table. Oh, he's controlled that really well. That's another well-controlled pot. So easy for that white to get away from you when you're that thin on it. And in goes the 8-ball with 3 minutes 50 left on the match clock. He manages to cut his deficit to 4-2, but he is still in a world of trouble. He is going to need something extraordinary if he is to get this match to a black ball shootout. Something like a 1 minute break and dish and a dry break from Jordan Shepherd and then another 1 minute clearance. It's very unlikely. Huge odds against. Well, giving himself the chance, makes a ball. Another good break. Really running out of time now. 2 minutes left in this match. It'll be almost impossible for George Tierney to find some magic to turn this one round. Yeah, once again, I just want to apologise if you can hear any swearing coming from the crowd. There's a lot of animated people out there trying to cheer on their favourites. And that should just about be that. 1 minute left on the shot clock. Jordan Shepherd trying to put on a show for the crowd, knows he's got this match won with 10 seconds left. It didn't matter whether that black went in or not. And that is the match. Jordan Shepherd wins the match by 4 frames to 2. Managed to get the job done when he moved 3-1 and then 4-1 ahead. Too much for George Tierney to come back into the match. And it is Jordan Shepherd that is our first semi-finalist. Of course, he did win the inaugural event in the back end of 2018, and he is back looking for more. And we shall find out how he felt about that match when we go down to Jade now.
Feels pretty good, to be honest. the real number 1 was probably like the real number 101 maybe, but he wasn't very good, to be honest. He didn't play very good.
Well, you got through to the final last time. Do you think you've got what it takes to go all the way?
Yeah, I hope so, like, but you never know what could happen.
What's your strategy going to be for this final?
Say again?
What's your strategy going to? What type of gameplay are you going to go for?
Keep potting all the balls.
Outpot them fair and square.
That's it, yeah. Keep potting them.
That's what we like to hear. Massive well done, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you in the final.
Thank you very much. Star Jade, thank you.
Well, Jordan Shepherd is our first finalist, and he is, as I mentioned, the man that won the first event at the back end of 2018. And next up for us, it is the second semi-final between Simon Fitzsimmons and Carl Boys, and we will return after the break for that match.